Hey guys, SamMan235 here. We are in a bit of a different setting than we usually are, but it doesn't matter. I'm here to give you my thoughts on the new Pokemon game that was just released like 2-3 days ago. Pokemon Rumble U, the next installment in the Pokemon Rumble series. I actually do like the Pokemon Rumble series. I have all 3 games in the series. I have Pokemon Rumble from the WiiWare title that started it all. I have Pokemon Rumble Blast, which I still even after Rumble U considers it the best installment in the series. And now we get on to Rumble U. Is it a good game? I already said Rumble Blast was better, but is it better than the original Pokemon Rumble, or does it fall flat on its face? Well, story-wise, it's not as good as Rumble Blast, to be honest. Rumble Blast had a pretty good story for the most part. I actually did like the story in that. So it actually did have more of a story this time, and it was kind of like black and white. But here, it's okay. It's pretty much the Pokemon. Some Pokemon got separated because a really dick Pokemon known as Black Kyurem. I wonder where he's from. Pretty much, he did something to make him. He did something to make him roll at a certain place, and when a guy stepped on him, he slipped and tripped, and all the Pokeballs pretty much fell out of the box, and now they have to find their way back. You know, you start out with 4 Pokemon, the main starters of Gen 5, and Pikachu. Of course, that yellow fucker has to be everywhere, though he hasn't been as around as much as we usually see him. You know, we haven't seen him as much. But he's still here from time to time, I'm guessing. Pikachu's not going away anytime soon. But anyway, so yeah, we have those 4 Pokemon to start out, and you pretty much have to collect as many Pokemon as you can. And when you get to the end of the game, all those Pokemon, every single Pokemon is back at the toy shop where they belong. Even Black Kyurem, who is even forgiven for his deeds. Honestly, if I'm spoiling anything here, it doesn't matter. Honestly, I skipped most of the dialogue or the story. The cutscenes are really lame, to be honest. Like, the opening cutscene is pretty much the only one that's actually kind of interesting. But other than that, you know, it kind of disappointed me because it looked like they were going for somewhat of an interesting story, kind of like they did with Pokemon Rumble Blast, but sadly, it's not the case. In fact, it's a step down in Rumble Blast in many, many ways. Alright, well, things I do like about this, I guess I'll go out and say it. I do like that it's 4 players again. That's fun, even though I haven't tried the 4-player option yet. But I will try that sometime. But if it's like Pokemon Rumble WiiWare, and I'm pretty sure it is, you know, then that's fine. One other thing I liked was the figures are kind of a neat idea. They're kind of doing the whole Skylander and Disney Infinity gimmick where you have to buy toys. Only, one thing that's cool about this is that you don't have to have the toys to play the game, or even beat it for that matter. It's recommended that you do to have better Pokemon, because the Pokemon you get in the game are absolute crap compared to the previous games, which is sad, and one thing I don't like. But you do get the figures, and it's nice that it's not forced, but it is kind of annoying that some of the Pokemon, it's kind of like Stadium with the rental Pokemon, and the rental Pokemon are shit, so they want you to use the handheld games. But you know, if you have any figures, the figures are at GameStop for like $4 a piece, and if you can, honestly, if you have one figure, that's really all you need. Or if you pre-ordered the game at GameStop, you'll get the White Kyurem or Black Kyurem figure, which pretty much gives you the ultimate Pokemon where you can just absolutely dominate everyone in your way. And that's what I did. But, well, not really what I did. You can actually use the passwords as well to get pretty far into the game. There are plenty of ways so you can absolutely break the game and get Pokemon you're not supposed to get until later on. Seriously, just use the passwords. I don't know if I'll put them in the description or not. I might as well put a few of them in the description. But, yeah, you know, you know, you can use passwords to get Pokemon as usual, though ultimately it's kind of useless with the figures, so I don't even know why they added it. But, the figures are by far the best option. I actually didn't pre-order mine at GameStop. It's a funny story at GameStop. I don't know if I should be talking about this or not, but pretty much I got all the figures that I got before were Black Serum. Turns out they got mixed up with the pre-orders, mixed up with the the actual Series 1 set that you're supposed to actually buy from. And I took I took 5 from the pre-order box instead. So we went back. And my camera's about to die, so I have to stop the story for a second. Be right back. Sorry about that. My camera was about to die, so I put it on the charger. It wasn't almost 10 minutes up. It was the battery was about to die. But I'm back, and pretty much now continuing with my story. Pretty much I got all the Black Serums. I took them back to get the ones that I was supposed to actually get. And they let me keep one of the figures for free for all my trouble at GameStop. It was actually kind of funny. So I have one of the ultimate Pokemon without even doing anything. But so yeah, that was kind of funny. Yeah, I like Black Serum. I know many people don't really like the Serum forms because they think they look stupid. I kind of like Black Serum. It's White Serum I have issues with. But White Serum's a bit over-designed. Black Serum has the same problem, but it doesn't have it as much, and at least it looks somewhat cool. And I like Zekrom, so. But that's not important right now. Pretty much, the game plays like your standard Pokemon Rumble game. You still have the 2 moves, so you still have to mash A and B and all that. Blah, 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 blah. Nothing's really changed. But, in terms of that. And pretty much the only thing that's changed is the layout of the game is much different from any of the Rumble games. For one thing, you are not going to be traveling from level to level, beating up other Pokemon throughout the level. And if you beat some Pokemon will burst into stars and then will lie on the ground dead for you to collect, and then they're automatically alive again or whatever. It's not like Pokemon Rumble Blast or Pokemon Rumble. Where you can switch all your Pokemon. You have all of them at your party. No, it's not like that at all, which sucks. And in fact, the layout, it's mostly, all the levels are just battle royales, pretty much. I mean, you have different missions here, per se. But it's not really, I like the levels better because, yeah, obviously they weren't much different, but they're different enough. And it still made you feel like you were on an adventure, especially Pokemon Rumble Blast, which introduced hub worlds and adventure fields and all that, and an open world for you to explore. Not that it was explorable, but you can explore different places for the most part, and it was fun. I actually liked that idea better than I did in Pokemon Rumble Blast, where they just have pretty much a map similar to Sonic Adventure 2 stage select screen, similar to that, only it's the game, not really just a side thing so you can replay the levels. But yeah, that was kind of lame. What's another thing I didn't like? I didn't like that you couldn't change the moves, and yes, this is true. You can no longer change the moves of the Pokemon. Unless they're figurines Pokemon. But other than that, other than figurines, you can't actually change any of the Pokemon you get in the game. You can't change their moves. I mean, I can understand you wouldn't be able to upgrade their stats like you can with figure Pokemon, and I can understand you wouldn't be able to upgrade change their ability type, or because each Pokemon, if you remember Pokemon Rumble and Pokemon Rumble Blast, some Pokemon have a little pink words, their name is pink instead of white. And if that's the case, they have a special ability. Or in Rumble's case, it would also be, it also can be blue, which signifies multiple abilities instead of one. That's still in the game for the most part, but it's not in the game for most of the Pokemon. You'll see. In fact, I don't even think they have it for any of the Pokemon that you can actually catch in the game. I think, other than the figurines, you can't do that. The Pokemon are pretty shit in this game, actually. It's actually kind of disappointing too, and also another thing I didn't like: shiny Pokemon are back, which really got me excited. And shiny Pokemon are only gotten through figures and passwords, which blows. Since there's only that means there's a shiny Garchomp that came out for the Europe and Japan. Probably gonna come out in the U.S. Only a matter of time. And they also have the Eevee shiny figure, the shiny Eevee figure, shiny Pikachu, which I actually have, by the way. It was one of the first ones I opened. Shiny Genesect because of the new movie, and that's pretty much it. In fact, figurines are actually very lacking right now. You know how Skylanders, they started out with a lot of figurines, and, you know, Disney Infinity started out with a good amount of figurines. Pokemon Rumble has about 21, 22, 23, if you count the white and black Kyurem forms. That's lacking. And I don't even think you can collect all the Pokemon in the game, which you are supposed to, so that kind of blows as well. But, you know, they took out a lot of things in Pokemon Rumble U that were in Pokemon Rumble Blast and Pokemon Rumble in general. You know, and it was kind of disappointing to see most of those things go. I mean, I like a few changes they made, but not all of them. And you know, and first off, let me just go and say, this game is not bad. If you like Pokemon Rumble, you're probably going to enjoy this. But, you know, you might enjoy it more than maybe the WiiWare game. But I still would recommend Pokemon Rumble Blast over Pokemon Rumble U. And it was kind of disappointing that this game seems like it was made on the cheap. I understand it's a downloadable title. You can't fit as much into it. But you could have just made it a retail game then. Or if anything, you know, you could have made it still still an adventure game. I mean, Sonic 4 Episode 1 and Sonic 4 Episode 2 still have stuff like that. It's, they could have made it a lot better, but I don't know. But you know, that's some of the changes I like. Again, most of the changes I don't like though. So yeah. But, you know, despite most of the changes being really dumb, there were things I do like. For one thing, the graphics look amazing for a downloadable title, though I will say that it does slow down a lot if there's a lot of activity on the screen. So, and it slows down a lot sometimes. Like, a lot. And that's pretty damn bad, but overall it looks good. Overall, it looks good, and, what else did I like? In fact, actually, cut. Camera was about to die again. Alright, another thing that I liked was, again, the soundtrack. Pokemon Rumble has always had a really, really great soundtrack. I liked Pokemon Rumble soundtrack, even though it was a bit limiting. Then there was Pokemon Rumble Blast, which, it had an even better soundtrack. And Pokemon Rumble U also, it rehashes a few tunes, but I don't mind that since it's from the same series. And at the same time, the new tunes that they brought into these are probably some of the best in the series, which I really liked. The soundtrack is kick-ass, so I recommend, you know, the soundtrack is really good. You'll be humming the soundtrack along the way. Heck, I even still remember tunes from there. There's this Mysterious Forest tune. I love that track. It's just really nice to hear. It's kind of like a, I don't know how to even explain it, but it's a really nice track. It fits the forest setting as well, even though, you know, the world map kind of looks pretty damn bland, actually. Yeah, screw that, kinda. It is pretty damn bland. The world map is pretty bland, but, you know, I also think it's a bit overpriced. This kind of game, I think, should have been at least $10, $15. It's $20, and that, I think it's a bit overpriced. You know, it's not a terrible thing. It's not overpriced by, like, a whole lot, but it is overpriced a bit. It's kind of like saying Sonic 4 Episode 1 is worth $15. No, it's not. It's worth about 10. And it was $15 at the start. Of course, now it's cheaper, but still. So, I'm pretty sure, yeah, Sonic 4 price drops, so I'm pretty sure Pokemon Rumble U will do the same thing in terms of, you know, price drops. So I'm pretty sure just wait for the price drop if you want to get a nice game. But overall, you know, the Wii U has a very limited library right now, and most of it's pretty crap. But if I have to recommend a game, Pokemon Rumble U, if you like Skylanders, you know, it's pretty much their equivalent to Skylanders and stuff. Only I like it a little more than Skylanders. Just, you know, yeah, it's repetitive still, just like the other games. You know, well, not to me, but to most people, to any casual gamer or even hardcore gamer, the combat's pretty simple, so you might get bored with the game as well. The Rumble series has that little trend with it. A little trend with that kind of gameplay, sometimes boring, repetitive gameplay. I never really saw it because I always was having fun, but I can understand why people could get bored of this game, and I can understand the criticisms the Rumble series gets over time. But overall, if you want a great Rumble game, Rumble Blast, but if you want a game for the Wii U, it is a bit overpriced, but if you can manage the price, and you need a game for the Wii U because you don't have anything for it, which is totally understandable. There's nothing for the Wii U right now. If you're a fan of Skylanders, Disney Infinity, I never played Disney Infinity. I have played the first Skylanders game, and it was alright, but that was pretty much that. But if you like those games, and I think you'll like this as well, especially if you're a Pokemon fan, get this. And, overall, I think it's pretty good. So, I guess, I don't know if I should give this a score or not. Nah, I'm not going to give it a score. It's just a short little review. I really wasn't going to show any footage or whatever for this kind of thing. This is just like, think of it like Clement's vlog reviews, almost. So, I'm pretty much ripping off those because, I don't know. But that's it for me. Overall, not a mandatory buy, but if you want some for the Wii U, then by all means, just prepare to buy toys. As weird as it is, prepare to buy toys. I'm the Seaman55 signing out, and yeah.